Whisper in the yard and turn the trees all into toys. Lay there on the ground and turn the dirt into your joy. Before you start to drift and your soul begins to scream, I just wanted to tell you that you're listening to a dream.
Pace's Playground. Pace's Playground Podcast. Pace's Playground Podcast.
Great, Maynard. Welcome to the Pace's Playground Podcast, my friend.
Hey, how you doing, bud?
I am doing good. You were a semi-finalist for the Ultimate Fighter number 5, actually the 5th season. Could you tell me a little bit about your experience inside that reality series and your training experience under the umbrella of BJ Penn?
The reality show, it's obviously pretty crazy. It's a reality show, but anything but real, just because you're in a house with like 12 or 13 other guys, and you got to fight them. It's kind of more like jail, I think, with good food and a nice house. So, I mean, it's fun it's a cool show, but to be on it, it's rough. Training with BJ Penn, it was pretty cool. He kind of had the hands tied a little bit just because it's a show and there's a lot of stuff he has to abide by, and at the time it was kind of tough, but now, you know, I'm glad I did it.
By saying that Penn had his hands tied, do you mean that in the normal gym or normal dojo he would have gone even harder on you guys?
No, you can just do more. On the TV show, you have to keep to the gym. You can't go out to go for a jog. You can't, you know, it's you know, there's a lot of stuff that you can and can't do because it's a show.
And has TUF played a defining role in your MMA career, or was it just, by looking back at your experience, just artificial?
I mean, it played a big role, you know. That's how I evolved, for sure, you know. So it was a big part of my career.
All right, let's go back to UFC 125, you against Frankie Edgar. One of the best fights of the year. You held a very strong first round. Was the draw frustrating considering that very strong first round? Because at one point, I was surprised that the ref did not stop the fight, because I've seen UFC MMA fights been stopped for lesser strikes and lesser situation than that.
Yeah, it was, but that's what happened, and you just got to deal, and you got to keep going, and you got to get prepared for the next fight, and that's how I did it.
Were you surprised how strong Edgar came back at round number 2?
A little bit, but you know, he's a tough kid, so it was a good job. You know, he did a great job on that part.
Is there some kind of respect that grows between two lengthy opponents?
Yeah, it does, and you know, yeah, it does.
That's it. You guys are both ground-based wrestlers, so will the strategy be, again, fist to fist, because in some way maybe your ground skills will even up, or will you take the game to the ground and try to outmatch Edgar in a floor chess game?
Wherever it goes, I'll be all right. You know, I'm gonna, you know, it's okay for me. So I think it'll be all over the place.
Since you've beaten Edgar in your first fight at Fight Night 13, and you guys had a draw at UFC 125, do you think that the pressure is on his side, even though he's the champion, because you've proven already that you can beat him?
The pressure, you know, it's on us both, of course. You know, there's a lot at stake, and you know, we're the type of kids that want to be at the top. So, you know, I think either or, we're going to have it on us, but we're prepared for that.
So UFC 136, yourself against Frankie Edgar for the lightweight championship, a champion against an undefeated challenger. What did you modify in terms of fight preparation when you compare to the first two fights?
I've been preparing for him for, you know, long time. Two guys who are going to come in prepared, and they're going to scrap it out.
That's it.
coming out. I try to evolve, each time for my camp, and it was a great camp.
Best of luck to you, Gray Maynard, and thank you for taking your time to be speaking with us this morning.
Yes, sir.
All right, take care of yourself.
Okay, goodbye.
Pace's Playground Podcast. Find it, hear it on SoundCloud and iTunes. Comment, react, or troll via Twitter at PlaygroundPod. Facebook.com/PlaygroundPodcast. Email playgroundpodcast@hotmail.com.
playgroundpodcast.com.